This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for May 29, 2023, man killed while celebrating birthday, elderly eyewitness collapses and dies. A man was shot and killed on Mystic Way in Waterford, St. Catherine about 5:30 p.m. on Sunday while celebrating his birthday. An elderly woman who witnessed the shooting reportedly collapsed and was pronounced dead at hospital. The man, Jason Ivy of a Waterford address, was reportedly playing dominoes and having drinks with friends in celebration of his birthday when he was pounced upon by gunmen. He was shot multiple times and was pronounced dead on arrival at the Spanish Town Hospital. Another man was shot in the arm and was treated at hospital. Eyewitnesses say the elderly woman, who remains unidentified, appeared to have been frightened by the explosions and collapsed. Counsel for the Waterford Division, Finlay Douglas, said the area had been enjoying relative peace since October last year. "I can't say that the peace has been broken. We have been working closely with the police, and through different community interventions, we have been able to maintain relative calm in the area," Douglas told the news. He is appealing to residents who might have information on the shooting to work with the police to solve the murder. Juveniles on gun unlawful wounding charges escaped from Rio Cobre Correctional Center. A manhunt has been launched for 3 juveniles who escaped from the Rio Cobre Juvenile Correctional Center at Tredegar Park, Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Saturday. The 3 boys, a 16-year-old and 2 17-year-olds, were slapped with a number of charges, including unlawful wounding, robbery with aggravation, and wounding with intent. The 16-year-old, who is from the Hatchfield housing scheme in Westmoreland, was charged with unlawful wounding and robbery with aggravation. One of the 17-year-olds of Mark Road, Georges Plain, also in Westmoreland, was charged with illegal possession of firearm and wounding with intent. The other, who is from Wakeland Drive, Falmouth, was charged with escaping custody. Reports are that about 12:30 p.m., all 3 juveniles were coming from lunch when they escaped the facility by jumping over a perimeter fence. The police are appealing to anyone with information on their whereabouts to contact the Spanish Town Criminal Investigations Branch at 876-984-2874, the police 119 emergency number, Crime Stop at 311, or the nearest police station. East Portland's Vaz pledges her salary increase to assist the Musgrave Market fire victims. Vendors at the Musgrave Market in Portland, who were ravaged by fire on Sunday, could be getting some financial help to assist with their livelihood, following a commitment given by East Portland Member of Parliament Anne-Marie Vaz. Vaz, speaking with the news yesterday, said that in order to ensure that the affected vendors are not left without the ability to earn from their livelihood, she is willing to give up the increase of her new salary to those that suffered losses. In an immediate response to the devastating fire, which gutted 3 buildings along West Street in Port Antonio, Vaz pointed out that she, along with her husband, Darrell Vaz, who is the MP for the neighboring constituency of West Portland, have decided to cut their personal overseas trip short in order to return to Portland to coordinate the response to what she described as a massive loss. "We are both off the island on a personal trip and have decided to cut it short to return to coordinate response to this devastating tragedy," she said. "We have big plans to help the victims of the market fire and to rebuild the space for the current activities being done there. We will visit and assess the market and approach it as a private-public partnership to rebuild the space and assist those affected with compassionate grants in order to ease the immediate and the short-term burdens they face. The tragedy that has been brought upon the vendors in the market breaks my heart. The additional sum that the government has added to my salary, the entire amount, will be donated to ensure that every one of you can get back on your feet. I feel your pain, and I am committing to providing you with all the valuable assistance as we work together for the good of the constituency," she added. Approximately 150 vendors have been displaced at the Musgrave Market in Port Antonio after fire of unknown origin gutted the entire market, along with 2 other buildings, a supermarket and a jewelry, furniture and appliance store along West Street on Sunday. The East Portland MP's decision to donate her salary increase to the affected vendors comes on the heels of Prime Minister Andrew Holness's announcement last week that he would not be taking his salary increase, which would have seen his annual pay balloon to $28.6 million in April 2024. Instead, he will remain at his current salary of approximately $9 million. Vaz will see her salary as a member of parliament move from just over $4 million per annum to $12.5 million as of April 2023 and just over $14 million in 2024. Freed Klansman Wandon gang suspects haven't been killed or gone missing, says police. Superintendent of Police Howard Chambers, commanding officer for St. Catherine, is dismissing reports that 16 of the men who were freed in the Klansman Wandon gang trial have either been killed or gone missing. We patrol the communities from which they are from, so we would know, Chambers told the news in response to a report which surfaced on social media over the weekend. 2 senior detectives close to the gang investigation also dismissed the reports, but indicated they were informed that 1 person from among the batch of men freed has recently gone missing. The individual, identified as Chavoy Evans, otherwise called the Cartel, was in March found not guilty of being a member of the criminal organization. 17 of the 33 alleged gang members were acquitted, while 1, Andre Golding, was gunned down last August while out on bail during the trial. 4 of the men were initially freed in May 2022 after the prosecution conceded that it did not have sufficient evidence to mount a successful case against them, while a 5th man was freed in that same month after Chief Justice Brian Sykes upheld a no-case submission by his lawyer. 1 of the men, Damien Elliston, who was among the quartet who was first sent home, was arrested shortly after his release in connection with a double murder in the parish. 15 members of the gang, including leader of the Wandon faction, Andre Blackman Bryan, and the lone female Stephanie Cole Christie, were however convicted in March and will be sentenced in the Home Circuit Court on July 3. In the meantime, one of the investigators disclosed that a man who was shot and injured on Saturday at the Spanish Town bus park was among the original batch of men who were arrested as part of the gang but was released before the trial. The injured man is said to be the brother of one of the individuals who was recently found not guilty in the trial. The injured man, the police claim, was targeted because of his alleged affiliation with the faction of the Klansman gang, which now controls the bus park and the multi-million-dollar extortion rackets that operated there. The man, who remains in hospital, was shot and injured Saturday afternoon in a daring attack which left bystanders scampering for safety. The incident on Burke Road occurred about 5:30 p.m. Reports are that the victim was seated in the park among other persons when a man brandishing a handgun approached him and shot him multiple times. According to the investigators, the attack is believed to be the start of a new round in the war between the faction that controls the bus park and another faction reportedly loyal to reputed incarcerated gang leader Tesha Miller. Reports are that the Tesha Miller faction wants the spoils to be shared. However, Chambers said he is not aware of any plans in motion to reignite a gang war at the bus park. According to him, the bus park has been peaceful in recent times, and the police have increased the number of police patrolling the area, and the park is once again buzzing with activity. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.